So the sermon was titled Pray the Gay Away and was given from the pulpit inside the Sure Foundation Baptist Church on the northwest side of the city.
There's nothing good to be proud about. Being a you ought to blow yourself in the back of the head. You're so disgusting.
That's Stephen Falco. He's inside the Fundamental Baptist Church and is speaking during men's preaching night. The event was live streamed on their Facebook.
Got a bunch of that want to come around, walk on our streets and demand our children, and we should look them in the eye and say, no, you're not going to have our children.
Falco continues to call for the death of the queer community. And following the sermon, I reached out to the church about his words. They told me that Falco is only calling for the death penalty and suicide for the actual sodomites or homosexuals. The Bible teaches that those people are worthy of death. They are supposed to be executed by the government. We are not to take the law into our own hands. I also reached out to members of the LGBTQ+ community to ask how this rhetoric impacts them. Allie Klausing is a mom to 4 kids and an advocate in the community.
Children are targeted silently and violently. These children don't know social constructs until we teach them that. And so when we're teaching them through hate and disguising it through scripture, what we're doing is abusing them invisibly.
The concerned clergy of Indianapolis tells me the message is theologically irresponsible and pastorally dangerous, saying they stand for dignity, inclusion, and justice for all people, including their LGBTQ+ brothers and sisters.
You're just seeing it get worse and worse and worse. And like I said, I don't know which one's scarier, the people that say it or the people who internalize it and feel that way, but you wouldn't know it, because they don't say it publicly.
That's Eric Skwarczynski. He grew up in a fundamental church and now investigates abuse and extremist behavior in churches like this with a Preacher Boys podcast. He says growing up, it was common to hear church members say they would rather their child be dead than gay. But it's just recently that the language is becoming so literal.
Christian nationalism in general is on the rise. You're seeing rhetoric that in the last couple of years was unspoken or at least only spoken in the 4 walls of a church now make it into the mainstream.
He says it's because each generation of the fundamentalist church is in competition with the last, working to become a more extreme version.
The phrases of, they need to be shot in the back of the head was iterated twice. Clearly it's something they were hearing from other people within the church that they're now parroting.
When this stuff happens, I look at them as I think they're sick, and I think that they need mental health help. I think they're so disconnected from themselves and from love.
Now, I also reached out to the denomination's leader to ask if they agree with the sermon and have not yet heard back. I'm Kyla Russell for Wish TV and WishTV.com.